Hi, everyone, and welcome to SHRM Study Sessions, the podcast where we talk all things HR, professional growth, and of course, SHRM certifications. If you're here, chances are you're thinking about, or maybe already deep into, the SHRM certification process. Today, we're diving into another incredible journey, this time with an HR professional named Jordan. Jordan's path to SHRM-CP certification wasn't linear, but it's a story full of determination, valuable lessons, and some fantastic tips. Welcome to the show, Jordan.
Thank you, Shirley. I'm thrilled to share my experience and hopefully help others in their certification journey.
Let's start with the basics. What made you want to pursue SHRM certification?
Well, I've been working in HR for about 6 years, mainly in employee relations and compliance. While I had the experience, I wanted a way to formalize and validate my knowledge. I also noticed that a lot of HR leadership positions listed SHRM-CP or SHRM-SCP as preferred qualifications. It seemed like the right move to grow my career.
That makes perfect sense. How did you prepare to start this process? Did you dive in headfirst or take some time to plan?
I'm definitely a planner. Before registering, I did a lot of research on the SHRM-CP exam format and topics. I downloaded the SHRM body of applied skills and knowledge and reviewed it to see how much I already knew and what I needed to learn. Once I registered, I committed to a 4-month study timeline.
That's a solid timeline. So, let's talk about your preparation. What materials did you use, and how did you structure your study sessions?
I used a mix of resources. The SHRM learning system was my primary tool. It's very comprehensive and easy to follow. I also joined a virtual study group hosted by my local SHRM chapter, which was invaluable for accountability and hearing different perspectives. For my study sessions, I blocked out 3 evenings a week and a chunk of time on Saturdays. Each session started with reviewing a module, followed by practice questions and making notes on anything I didn't fully understand. I also set aside the last month for mock exams.
That sounds thorough. Now, I know your story includes a bump in the road. Let's hear about your first attempt at the exam.
Oh yes, I thought I was ready. I really did. I walked into the testing center feeling nervous but prepared. Once the exam started, I realized how tricky the questions were. They weren't just testing knowledge but how to apply it in specific scenarios. By the time I hit the halfway point, I was rushing, and I ended up running out of time before answering all the questions. When I saw that I didn't pass, I was devastated. It felt like all my hard work had been for nothing. But after a few days of reflection, and a lot of encouragement from my study group, I decided to try again.
That's such a common experience, and I love how you didn't let it stop you. What adjustments did you make for your second attempt?
The biggest change was my approach to studying. Instead of just reviewing content, I focused on critical thinking and situational judgment. I did weekly mock exams and thoroughly reviewed every incorrect answer to understand where I went wrong. I also invested in a 1-day SHRM prep workshop that focused on exam strategies, which was a game changer. Another thing I did differently was practice time management. I simulated exam conditions with a timer to get comfortable with pacing myself and staying calm under pressure.
Those are fantastic changes. Let's fast forward to your second exam day. How did you feel walking into the testing center?
I was nervous, of course, but I felt so much more prepared. I had a plan: read each question carefully, flag anything I wasn't sure about, and keep an eye on the clock. I also made sure to get a good night's sleep and eat a light breakfast, so I wasn't distracted by exhaustion or hunger.
And how did it go?
It went so much better. The questions still required a lot of thought, but I felt confident tackling them. When I finished and saw "congratulations" on the screen, I almost didn't believe it. I had to reread it a few times before it sank in.
That's such a great moment. Now that you've been through the full journey, what advice would you give to someone preparing for their SHRM exam?
First, don't underestimate the exam. It's not just about memorizing terms. It's about applying concepts in realistic scenarios. Make sure you're practicing those types of questions. Second, find a support system. Whether it's a study group, a mentor, or an online forum, having people to share the journey with makes such a difference. Lastly, if you don't pass the first time, don't see it as a failure. Think of it as part of the process. Reflect, regroup, and come back stronger.
That's excellent advice. Before we wrap up, do you have any final words of encouragement for our listeners?
Remember that certification is a journey, and it's okay if it's not a straight line. Keep your end goal in mind and celebrate every small win along the way. It can be tough to find and celebrate the small wins when you're in the thick of it, but the small milestones make the journey much more meaningful and manageable.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Jordan. It's inspiring and full of actionable insights. To everyone listening, if you're considering SHRM certification or in the middle of studying, know that you're not alone and there's a whole community rooting for you.